Name is Ben Merrick, and today I will be analyzing a company called SimbaChain. Now, before we begin, let's answer the question of what is SimbaChain? So, a little bit about SimbaChain. First, they were formed in 2017 as a result of a grant from DARPA. They were tasked with developing the military a secure and fast messaging and transaction platform that could be used on a large scale. They are based in South Bend, Indiana, in the Innovation Park section, and were formed out of the Notre Dame Center for Research Computing. They specialize in SCAAS computing, which essentially allows users to create decentralized applications based upon current blockchain technology. For their customers, they target customers ranging from all the way from entry-level users to big business. Now we can dive into the business model canvas for SimbaChain. As leading-edge technology, SimbaChain has numerous partners. One of their first key partners is the U.S. military. As mentioned previously, DARPA provided SimbaChain with the grant to build their business, so DARPA is a key partner to SimbaChain. The Navy is also one of their main customers too. Other partners include educational centers and organizations from which the idea was founded and the staff was pulled from, including the Notre Dame Center for Research Computing and the Indiana Technology and Manufacturing Companies Group. Microsoft is also a key partner as SimbaChain leverages their serverless platforms, along with blockchain and data storage companies such as Ethereum and Ceph, which support and are based upon SimbaChain technologies. They have numerous other key partners, but these are the main ones to focus on. The next element of the business model canvas is the key activities surrounding SimbaChain. This is pretty straightforward for the company as they are focused on the idea of decentralized applications or dApps. They mainly provide users with the ability to develop their own dApps for either personal or enterprise use, but occasionally they develop dApps for clients, such as an example of the DARPA program. Next, we have the key resources to SimbaChain. Some of the primary resources include Microsoft Azure and blockchain programs. These allow SimbaChain platform to run and function as intended. We also have resources such as government and investor funding, which allows the company to develop their systems even more. SimbaChain is starting to exit the startup world as they grow larger and larger. However, on their website, it appears they are still accepting investor money, which means they are still in a smaller stage willing to grow. They also have the resources of their own personal systems to support their platform, along with any customer support services, whether it's a customer support team or their smart chatbot use on their website. Here we have the value proposition of SimbaChain, or what SimbaChain has to offer to its customers. First, SimbaChain gets its value through the platform it provides. Their platform allows users to develop dApps on a personal or enterprise scale. As stated in their About section, SimbaChain was partially developed for purposes of a DARPA project, so occasionally they will do projects for other groups or companies in regards to their platform and build dApps for these customers. However, as a conclusive statement, the main idea is that users can develop blockchain-based apps that offer security and scalability and allow these users to be in the forefront of a leading-edge technology system. As for customer relationships, it appears that most of the interaction occurs through virtual or phone meetings. When signing up online, the user interacts with the instructions to the website, so it's very just one-sided. However, when they become a member, they have access to possibly a personal support team, depending upon their level of subscription, and 100% guaranteed to a 24/7 customer support team. Also, users have access to the platform and can contact SimbaChain from a general contact page on their website. This is open to anyone. However, they also have a section on the website which allows for a developer community to post questions or engage in discussion related to blockchain technology. This is open to anybody. Nevertheless, the relationship between SimbaChain and its users is very personal, despite most of the interaction being virtual. These channels are the way that SimbaChain accesses its customers. Through research, it appears that most of their customers arrive from their reputation. Working with DARPA also opens up numerous doors to government contracts, leading them to their main customer now, the Navy. They also engage in social media with their own blog and online developer community, as mentioned previously. SimbaChain also makes use of its ND connections as it's directly linked with the Notre Dame CRC. Nevertheless, it appears that most of the customers come through the reputation of SimbaChain, as heard from government contracts, through finding online, or through their connections. Here we have the customer segments, and we can divide SimbaChain's customers into two main groups. First, we have personal users. These are the customers who are developing for personal use, whether they are testing out the system and new to blockchain, or they are avid users of the platform. Second, we have businesses and enterprises. These customers range from small business, big business, and all the way to government. SimbaChain does not limit its customer and aims to target the entire spectrum of the customer scale with the service applicable to all. As for cost structure, obviously SimbaChain has the normal expenses any business would have, such as employee salaries, main office costs, and whatever costs it takes to run their business on its own. As for personal servers, to roast and run the programs, they either must pay for the servers in-house, that means they have their own set of servers and they have their own section for them and they pay to run them and pay for the electrical bill, or they use cloud-based services such as AWS to host and run these programs remotely, which means that they pawn off all their servers to Amazon Web Services so they do not have to worry about the cost to maintain and run it themselves. They also gain costs through the use of their partner platforms such as Microsoft Azure and any other platforms from their partners that they engage with. However, for the revenue stream, SimbaChain makes most of its money through its monthly subscription platform, each level with a different cost offering different services. The first level is free, the second level is $10 per month, the third level is $100 per month, and the final is $200 per month. They also offer custom subscription service offers for businesses needing more. This is essentially due to the fact that certain customers need certain needs. For example, if you are testing out the free version, you're just entering the realm of SimbaChain and blockchain technology, so you're not going to want to pay for a certain fixed price if you don't know what you're using. However, if you need 1 app, 10 apps, 100 apps, 1,000 apps, depending upon your needs, you can subscribe to a different service, which is why SimbaChain offers different levels for a different type of user. They also occasionally engage in developmental contracts too, as discussed with the DARPA project and possibly with the Navy. Here we have the value proposition design of the customer segments. So this is diving deeper into the customer segments and what they offer. Again, we have the two main groups. We have the personal developer and the user, and then the business aspect. As for the personal developer, SimbaChain offers the different level of subscription allowing for different access. Again, if a customer is really interested in just trying out the platform, they'll try it out free. If it's for their hobby, they will only pay $10 a month and they don't have to worry about it. If they're entry level and maybe starting a small business, they would dive into the starter pack, which is maybe $100 a month. And if they're really avid, they would do the bring your own technology kind of deal and do the $200 a month, where I think it's upwards of 100 to maybe 1,000 apps per month. Nevertheless, they have one of their main groups is for the personal developer, and this is where they offer the levels of subscription to allow them to create secure platforms with ranging scalability. Next, they have the business, and this is for small and big business. For small business, it allows them to transition from their current system to decentralized applications. It allows custom options for business, and they can talk with SimbaChain about prices and the needs. And again, for big business and small business, this idea of decentralized applications is applicable to the current infrastructure, which means they can take the apps built and apply it to whatever either the small business or the big business has. Nevertheless, this is the value prop design of the customer segments, and this concludes the presentation as we summarize the main key partners of the SimbaChain, the key activities, resources, value proposition, customer relationships, channels, customer segments, cost structure, and revenue streams. Thank you, and have a great day.